did a little bit of work over the last day. Tomorrow, or we don't have much time left here, guys. We are really down to the crunch time. I've started trying to design a base here. I got this a little bit better. Still not working properly. But what I was most focused on was getting Britannia stuff. And so I made a ton of runes. And we got the one. I even made enough that I could make 2 Thermalilies. We still got some mana left in this pool. I made a hydrangea. And then I figured out if you just infinitely supply this block here with water, this hydrangea will just keep eating it. But let me tell you, this is like the slowest producing flower in the world. The Thermalily is great. I love it. I mean, it's not that great. Our end goal is still going to be to make one of those spectral things, but I don't know if we'll have even time for that. I have 2 Thermalilies, and I have an idea. I have an idea for these Thermalilies. If they work the way that I want them to, this idea will be fantastic. But it also probably won't work the way that I want it to. But so, first things first, we do have a flower that we need to make. I generally try to avoid making, like, at least the important flowers off camera. I mean, a hydrangea was like one of the baby starter flowers, so I didn't think that anyone would really care about me making a hydrangea off camera. And I think even these ones I did make on camera. I put them down off camera. But the biggest thing that we want today is not a Thermalily. It's still in the wrong spot even. Functional flora, the Orechid Ignem. So we need pixie dust, which is used by throwing a mana pearl into our portal. I don't have a ton of ender eyes, but I do have enough. We got enough mana in there to throw this in, get a mana pearl. There should be plenty of enough mana in here to do this and get a pixie dust. And now using the power of the pixie dust, what else did we need? A redstone root, red, white, and pink. Alright. We should be able to do that all fairly easily. Need a fern. I've got my flower pouch. Red, pink, white. We'll have... It'd be nice if there was like a petal pouch too. And I could store all of my petals in the pouch. So there's red, white, pink. Need one piece of redstone. Combined with the fern. I filled this with water already. Yep. Pride. Gluttony. Redstone root. 2 whites. Pixie dust. Pink. 2 reds. The Orechid Ignem is complete. Alright, so now the idea is, by the using of this flour, we can make a mixed flour salad. Should we make one of these floating things for it? How do we do this? Glimmering flour over with a pasture seed, which is just throwing grass into... We can do this. And a comma. I also have been building a barricade over here. Thought I saw a wandering trader for a second. Building a barricade so that things stop coming out of the forest. Isn't there like a song like, don't go out into the woods today or tonight? You'll be in for a big surprise. Something like that. No. Am I making it up? Probably. But I also fenced off these guys so that they... Well, I mean, I suppose... Yeah, I was going to say, now that I'm looking at it, I guess I missed the spot. So they still can escape, but they're not smart enough to unless I am standing over there. Which I honestly thought was going to be the case when I had just the one side fenced off. But it's whatever. Now we don't have to deal with the slimes all the time, and that is honestly the biggest thing. So I got our Thermalace. I got a mana spreader. I got a mana pool. We got our Orechid Ignem. We're going to throw this grass into there and miss, as we always do. There's a pasture seed. So now we use the pasture seed. How do we get the glimmering glimmer? Which of these flowers do we have like a million of? Blue. Glowstone dust. I suppose that, only makes sense. Did I move the glowstone dust inside? Also probably would have made sense. One of these seasons, mark my words, one of these seasons will have an organized base, so I don't have to spend most of each episode running around looking for the one item that I need, because it's not in there either. It has to be over here then. I always could have just gone and grabbed some glowstone from there. It is. Need just one of these. Do this. Get the glimmering one. So now if we do this, I need a piece of dirt. Shoop. 2 works, sure, whatever. This. Pasture seed. Dirt. Floating blue flower. Floating flowers still function, right? Like, hold on. Real quick. Where was that one? Mystical items, was it? Or was it just in the flower section? Mana manipulation, maybe? Basics. No? No. Where is this? Is there a search function? Flower shrinking? Is this how it was? No. Modulation decay. Oh, you can just search. Oops. Maybe you can only search within areas. Float. An introduction to function, maybe? No. I'm gonna really hate it if I do this and then it stops working. When I type in floating, it sends me to this flower shrinking. I'm going to assume that it works. How does the orchid work to begin with? I have to place the things at it? Or, hold on. Do I place these or do I just throw them at the orchid? So it looks like it's not guaranteed to give me netherite. But that's fine. Let's go in here. Get attacked by the drop bears. Or random slime. Drop bears are sure to show up at some point. I'm going to do this just because I like the idea of having a floating flower. Look at it. It's so tiny. Mana spreader. It's now hooked up. Thermalilies. cannot be planted. I had a feeling that that was going to be the case. Luckily for us, we can fall into the water. Take a quick nap. Get a chicken from it. Grab our comma though. This is the easy part. Just go over here. Grab 2 pieces of grass. And drop back in. And game lags out like crazy. Actually, that's not how I wanted to set it up. Like this. Again, if my brilliant idea here works, place the mana spreader. Go boop boop. I got 2 buckets of lava. I'm putting on one guy here just so I can stand on it. But if my brilliant idea here works, I place 1 bucket of lava here. It powers both thermalilies. No, it does not. I also forgot to connect to the thermalilies. Alright, throw that there. Floating Orechid Ignem has access to the mana pool. The mana pool is not seemingly taking any mana. Does it have to be a whole stack? It might. Also, is there a reason? Is there a reason this is, no. Alright. None of these things seem to be getting any power at the moment. Let's go back in here. We will grab a stack of our netherrack. Or 2. Oh, because I had 2 in my inventory. So it only gave me the... I could have just used the portal right next to that. But, you know. I still haven't, wanted to fix our portal situation here at all. So this does have power. This, I guess, has drained it all. Eat the netherrack. Hello? How does this work? Whoops. Maybe it needs more power. Orechid Ignem. The flower must be in another dimension. It doesn't really say much. Synthesize ores from nearby stone blocks. So again, do I just throw it at it? Like if I just leave that there, will it eventually synthesize an ore? I can't tell if it's doing anything. Does it need more power? There's a drop bear. See, I told you. Told you the drop bears will come. Look, there he is. Watching us. thermal lilies are still in cooldown mode. From my understanding, it takes roughly about 5 minutes. Alright, this doesn't seem to be synthesizing me an ore. Look, there's a crystal though. Like, is it going to turn the ores near it into... Oh, more lag. Do I have to throw them on top like that? How do I know if this thing's working? The problem with being a starter botanist trying to explore the mod with no indication of what's going on is the fact that I have no idea what's going on. In the meantime, what else can we start to work on? I mean, we could build just a normal orchid. We need another pride and another gluttony, which honestly is not the hardest thing for us to get access to, given that I have the base ones now. I need to make more base ones. Because what is our steps to getting a spectralus? Air, winter. I think I actually have all of this already. But it'd be nice to make another winter one though before doing this. Because I still have a brilliant idea here of just giving it sheep. Let's go try this. And hopefully the drop bear won't attack me in the process. I don't have any excess air and I don't have any excess winter. But at the same time, I don't care enough. We're at the end of the season. If this was going to run any longer, I would consider, the ramifications of what I'm going to do. But we don't. We don't have any longer. Green, red, white, blue. It's one of each. Blue, green, red, white. And this one doesn't need a redstone root, right? No, it's just pixie dust. Well, we know how to get pixie dust. Grab that. Throw it in there. Hello? Guys? Pixie dust? It's on the other side. Hiding it from me. Blue. Green. Red. White. Need a bucket of water. We could probably go by and fill this thermalily up. That. Throw all those in there. Winter, air, pixie dust. And it is ready. There we go. Spectralus. And so just for now, because I don't have anywhere better to put it, we're going to put it down here with the rest of our mana pool stuff. Maybe we shouldn't put it over on this one. Who cares? Put it here. It's within range. It wants a white wool to start. And so instead of giving it the white wool to start, I first have to find what I did with our cow. The cow, for now, is going to go over here. He's going to just wander around and they shouldn't kill him. They shouldn't have any power. Well, we'll be off to go find a sheep. Alright, and with our sheep now acquired in our imprisonment tool, We now have zombies all over the place. Could you guys eat the fire of the zombies to, that would have been great. Okay, so we have the Spectralist here. And presumably, there is a chance that when we spawn the sheep down, it's going to do something interesting. According to the book, that is a thing that might happen. So let's see. What is going to happen when we throw down a sheep near a Spectralist? Nothing. Oh. The Endo Flames liked that too. Alright, so after white comes orange. The question is it going to be the same every time? The answer to that should be yes. It should go in the same cycle every time, and it's probably going to go orange, white, orange. What's the next one? White, orange, yellow? Or is it pink? It's either pink. No, it might be pink. It's going to go in the wool order, right? The complete the monument order. That's the answer here. Here you guys go have a sapling to eat. But, that's a problem for another day. I do think that you could have an interesting setup where I don't think this thing's going to have any cooldown on what it's eating. So I think you could basically have a setup that whenever a sheep gets sheared, it, then switches to the next color of sheep. It shears that sheep, switches to the next one, just basically goes up like a tower almost, and dropping each respective wool color onto the Spectralist so that it gets, fed the proper colors. And I'm going to guess that the way that the game's just set up is it's not random. It's going to follow the order of the monument. But either way, I have to wrap up today's episode because I have to go get ready for work. So we created some interesting flowers today, and hopefully tomorrow we will have, at least access. Well, I don't know really what we're doing in Botania anymore other than trying to make netherite for the stuff over here. But I guess that's our end goal, maybe. I don't know. But for now, as usual, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you around for the next one.